bring up guys like Hayward Bay or Darnell Bing or
Marcus Russell,
Bruce Campbell. Sorry, if you can get that crypt keeper Al Davis out of Oakland and put him in a coffin where he belongs, then maybe you can start to fix things. Otherwise, you probably might just jump back to LA sooner or later. Who knows? I don't care.
And if you're a Raiders fan, punch yourself.
Definitely, for real. We're not kidding. I'd like to start off, though, with my biggest loser, the Miami Dolphins. Number one thing you did not do, Miami. Where is your quarterback? Chad Henne is not your answer. So I have to question why you did not take one in this draft. You did not take one in the first round. You took Mike Pouncey. Guess what? Mike Pouncey's first name is Mike, not Marquise. I'm a Florida Gator fan. I've watched Florida Gator football. He is not Marquise Pouncey.
Major difference.
You must have gotten confused when they were both standing on the stage together because they are twins and they both had dolphin hats on. I don't know what was going on there.
I got confused.
If you actually thought that they had Marquise, you don't. You have Mike. You have a guard, not a center. You think you have a center, but you have a guard. So go ahead and try that experiment. You'll see that it didn't work that great with him last year at Florida when he had to play the role of center. You move him to guard, he'll be a solid guard in the NFL in my opinion. He was very good his junior year at guard.
It also helps that Jake Long is anchoring that line.
It does help. Jake Long, in my opinion, probably the best left tackle in the game right now.
Michigan University. Anything good comes out of Michigan.
Okay, well, that argument is for another day. So, you don't have a quarterback. You take Pouncey in the first round. You pass up on the following guys. Ryan Mallett, you're the ones that said you liked him, so why didn't you take him?
Bum.
Andy Dalton,
Red
I guess
hair.
you didn't want him to get that little red, fair-skinned ass of his burned up on South Beach. I don't know.
Red hair.
Colin Kaepernick is a pretty good quarterback out of Nevada. You could have took him in the second round. Project, yes, but you could have rode Henne, which you're going to probably end up doing anyway.
Michigan.
Now you're stuck with the NFL lockout, and you have absolutely nothing to fall back on. You can't go get Donovan McNabb. You can't go get Mark Bolger. You can't go get Kevin Cobb. You can't go get Matt Hasselbeck. You can't go get Carson Palmer. Any of those guys are probably going to be available, but right now you're sitting pat, and you might be for a while. So
And not Pat White.
Yeah, in my opinion, Miami,
Bum.
sorry about you. Get out of here. Follow that up. Two more teams, the Patriots and the Vikings. The Patriots, they live by that creed. Oh, we trade back, we trade back, we trade back. We accumulate picks, we accumulate picks. We're building for the future. We're getting more and more picks. No, you're not, because you're building picks, but you're sending them out as soon as you get them. How many trades did they make? 6, 7? I don't really even know.
Relax. We hate the Patriots.
Yeah, okay, I get my blood pressure up a little bit when I'm talking about New England. Obviously, I don't like
We
New
love
England.
Tom Brady, though.
I do. I have to give them credit a little bit because when they first did this kind of method, it did work.
Let me touch on this for a second. New England is the only team that Havoc and I have together. We didn't have the same winners, and we didn't have the same losers aside from New England. Hey, Belichick, listen.
When we come together on an idea like this, there's something wrong.
You can't trade your 2012 pick for the 2078 pick. Okay? You're going to be gone by then. You keep trading. It's. I don't understand it. Let's get. I can't even talk about the Patriots. You got the Vikings as one of your losers.
Absolutely, the Vikings. You know what? I don't know what happened to you guys there at 12. From what I understand, is you tried to move back into the second round to get Christian Ponder, or move back later into the first.
While we're on quarterbacks,
Obviously, nobody wanted to trade with you.
Mallett. What do you think about New England taking Ryan Mallett?
Well, I mean,
you've been very boisterous on this issue.
That's like asking, what is the meaning of life?
Remember that
it's one of those questions that you almost can't give an answer to.
Remember that one time they took a pothead named Brian Hoyer?
Absolutely. Here's my thing about Ryan Mallett. If he is possibly the dumbest football player in America,
Vince Young.
Worse. Single-digit Wonderlic test. Everybody knows about Scantron Gate. The accusations that he smoked marijuana. Who cares if he smoked marijuana, in my opinion? If you did, just say that you did. Stop ducking the question. That makes you look like more of a dumbass. All the athletic talent in the world, but when you put those character concerns, and they are monumental character concerns at that.
Oh, yeah.
What is the need? I mean,
This
if you're
isn't-
trying to build him up,
This
like you
isn't a
did Matt-
defensive end. It's a quarterback.
I don't know if they have a little bit of Matt Casselitis in them or something, where they're trying to build up a backup and then ship him out for a first rounder or something, like they did with Castle in Kansas City. But
I think what happened was Belichick traded their next year pick for a sixth grader.
Ryan Mallett is not the answer, and that is all I'm going to say about that.
Vikings.
He's going to sit back in New England and do absolutely nothing but watch Tom Brady play his game the way he does.
Work.
Vikings, back to you. Christian Ponder at 12. Boom. Hit yourselves in the face. Because, obviously, I don't even know what you were thinking. I mean, it's been obviously crapping down in Minnesota for a while. It crapped down so much that your roof fell down last December with all the snow on it.
It caved under the weight of your stupidity.
Yeah. That wasn't snow. That was your dreams being crushed.
We love Brett Favre in Green Bay 10 years ago.
Yep. Christian Ponder, not your answer. Not at least right now. You could put him behind that pretty decent offensive line. You can give him the best running back in the NFL, in my opinion, Adrian Peterson. You can give him all the weapons in Percy Harvin, Sidney Rice, Shianko, and the new tight end Kyle
Toby
Rudolph.
Gerhardt.
About Kyle Rudolph, Notre Dame tight end. I like him going to Minnesota. I like the element he brings, but other than that, the Vikings didn't fill any depth. They didn't, fill the huge needs that they had in defensive back, possibly linebacker. Chad Greenway being a free agent, possibly heading out of town.
Henderson, injury prone.
And Henderson being injury prone as all get out.
Jared Allen. Stud.
Defensive line, other than Jared Allen, is aging. Pat Williams is 168 years old. Kevin Williams can't stay off pot.
They just
Ray
lost that
Edwards.
lawsuit.
Ray Edwards is out of town. So, I mean, your defensive line is a struggle. Your offensive line is a struggle with Brian McKinney getting up there in age and Phil Lodeholt not being able to carry the load. Steve Hutchinson being about the only thing you have. And then you draft Christian Ponder, and you think he's your savior at 12? You could have done a lot better. And
remember that one time the 49ers drafted Alex Smith?
yeah.
That's what's going to happen to you.
Pretty much you don't take spread system quarterbacks that are already injury prone in college. Because now he's going to get tore up in the NFL.
Let me hit on some of my losers
Go
in
ahead.
the NFL draft.
Absolutely go ahead.
The Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll, go back to college. I know you had to leave USC because you had 178 rule violations, and you paid Reggie Bush, and you paid Matt Luga, and you paid everyone. We all know that.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Absolutely, Pete Carroll. Sorry, I was getting my illegal scheming coaches mixed up there. Sorry about that.
Seahawks, you draft an offensive tackle, it's fine, but when you reach for James Carpenter, who isn't even the top 4 tackle in the draft. I thought
NFL guard at best.
I thought that the Vikings reached for Ponder. You wanted to blow my mind, I think. You did a good job. You blew my mind. Carpenter, giant reach. Okay, we touched on the Patriots already.
Yeah. What else can you say?
They got some talent. We got to admit that. Rozzy Dowlin's a stud.
I like Rozzy Dowling. I think Nate Solder, if Matt Light is gone,
Nate Solder's going to be a great tight end in New England. They already have 3.
A giant 6'9" tight end, if you will.
We touched on the Pats. Let's talk about the 49ers as my final team that I thought did a horrendous job. I think that Harbaugh wants Andrew Luck. Bad enough that he blew his draft. They drafted Kaepernick, who's a project. You don't draft projects to start day one. Because they're not even sure Alex Smith is coming back. Alex Smith hasn't even said he's coming back yet.
There's a giant smokescreen that Harbaugh is blowing out in the Bay with "We love Alex Smith." Nobody loves Alex Smith. You might as well say you love David Carr.
Alex Smith
David
hates
Carr already
Alex
plays
Smith.
for you too.
Kaepernick.
Stop building bust quarterbacks in San Francisco.
What time is it right now? Kaepernick is working out with Andrew Luck right now.
As we speak.
Because
Stanford's offense is getting implemented in the San Francisco 49ers.
Because Harbaugh needs Kaepernick to hold that clipboard for Luck next year. He needs to know which plays are coming in and out.
Luck bought him a nice, clean, crisp marble, clipboard. It's real fancy. He even autographed it.
It's a dry erase. Because Kaepernick can write his name on there, and then he just can erase it while they're just watching the game on and off.
Oh man,
that's a quick-
I like Kaepernick, but I'm telling you right now, it's just not going to work out for him. in San Francisco.
Kaepernick should have pulled an Eli and held out to try to go to Indianapolis or something and learn from a real quarterback.
Absolutely, the sheriff.
That's a quick synopsis of our winners and losers. We'll have more videos you can check up anytime. You got anything else for them?
We're going to be doing a lot of work here, and we're going to be making this stuff happen. Like I've said, you check it out. The No Names, Havoc, franchise. We're doing big things. You like us, you love us, you hate us. Either way, it doesn't
We love
matter.
the haters,
We love the haters.
especially redheaded.
Yeah. So, check us out. We're out.